Howdy folks, welcome to the Hard Rock and Country Show. We're not at our world headquarters, we are at
Cowboy Country Church.
the world headquarters is a little bit steaming, boiling hot tonight.
Kind of like us too. Yep. That's what I tell my wife all the time. That I'm around. It gets hot.
I'm around.
I am around too.
It's a shape, you know.
It is. It is kind of like this shape right here.
What have you got? You and your problems.
Well, see, I brought
y'all
this.
missed it. He's like 14 minutes of decorating, jumping on tables and chairs to find stuff.
So it was our anniversary.
Oh my gosh.
And I brought this home, and I told my wife I was going to make her necklace.
Oh, you did not.
I did. And in the process of...
And you didn't even do it though, that's the worst part.
No, I didn't want to waste the effort because she would use it as a slingshot and that would be aimed at my head.
But we don't have a good laugh.
Well, we almost had a good laugh because we were standing around, a couple of us guys were standing around, and one of the guys was handling it and he dropped it and missed his wife's toe in sandals by like that much. And it could almost was really, really bad. But
almost? That would have been like epic bad.
So do you know what that is?
A ball and chain.
No, the chain came separate. It was a two for, it did not come together. It was not a joint package. But do you know what that is?
You haven't let me touch it.
Well, you touch it, you feel it, and ow!
Okay. It's a musket.
I think it's a cannonball, yeah.
I think it's a musket.
A musket?
Yeah, go elephant hunt. That's a joke, folks.
Elephant hunting with that. The gun that has to shoot.
If you want
We are big boys.
I'm just fat.
But I'm not man enough to shoot that by myself.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh, man. We're gonna put that in the fireplace. We're gonna mortar that into the fireplace like it was a cannon that shot the fireplace, and it got stuck in the wall. Like you go to Gettysburg and you see houses with cannonballs stuck in the side of them. There's even one down here, down the road.
It'd be better if we did it all in geodes.
All in
I
geodes.
know a guy.
You know a guy that's got
I know
geodes?
a guy. I think he'd work really hard to make that happen.
Geodes.
It would glisten. It'd have chatoyance. So you're learning new words here tonight.
All right. So this word.
See, I like shiny and sparkles and chatoyance, and you like rust and faded and rotten.
Yes. You use words like chatoyance and there's a whole bunch of other words I've learned recently, and you know my brain is only so big to comprehend.
Did it explode?
It kind of, because I kind of gave up.
Nah.
Like I don't even know how to spell
chatoyance.
I don't even know if that's a good word or not.
It is.
You got to be careful nowadays because there's a lot of words that have multiple meanings.
Okay.
And I've realized
Is that like shatakite?
Yeah, I don't even know if you're insulting me or describing something. Like, I don't even know what that means.
It's a rock prettier than turquoise. It's shatakite.
And turquoise is turquoise look like this? Turquoise look like...
It looks like your...
Quick Draw?
Your mascot.
Quick Draw?
Quick Draw.
Not much looks like Quick Draw. He is
It's green and blue and pretty.
Yes.
Quick Draw is just like, BAM!
Yes.
Just
That's
like
why
that.
we call him Quick Draw.
I've had too much Mountain Dew.
You've had a lot of Mountain Dew.
Quite a
I'm on my caffeine-free root beer.
Yeah, because you just drank a coffee milkshake.
It was not just coffee.
And peanut butter.
It was peanut butter and chopped up pieces of banana. And I was telling somebody,
Just stop.
if you can get over the instantaneous texture that resembles...
I can't stop.
Well, you guys can kind of get the picture what the texture of that milkshake resembles.
Issues with bananas.
You have issues with a lot of things.
Nope, not very many.
Well, when I come around, it seems to like bring them all out.
It's because it's you.
Flies.
Oh, yeah. But they're nasty.
Vomit textured drinks.
Yeah, that's gross.
I mean, there's a lot of things. Eating raccoon. I mean,
that's nasty.
See, you got a lot of problems. Yeah, yeah. So
in your world, not my world.
Well, it's a small world.
For not to hold me up.
For both of us. So I had a funny experience.
Why does that not? I've been gone for 6 days.
6 days.
And you've had a new fun experience.
I've had at least 6 experiences, I think. So
I've heard about 2 of them, so I would accept that.
Well, nobody got their foot dropped on by this cannonball. But I'm in this shed that's being torn down, and we're getting wainscoting wood, old 100-year-old wainscoting wood.
You're chasing after rotten wood.
Some of it is.
Did we
rotten,
not just
yes.
talk about that 10 minutes ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of it is rotten. So I'm picking up pieces in the back of the shed, and I'm excited because this is really cool. Old wainscoting is really cool because it's got a flair to it.
No, it's rotten.
Some of it is, yes. And there's another story to that because back in school, when I was back in school, one of my
before or after you got kicked out?
No, they passed me because they didn't want me to stay there.
Okay.
So we're up on top of the scaffolding.
Accelerating passing?
Yes. We're up on top of the scaffolding. It's in trade school, and we're up top of the scaffolding. And one of my classmates, he's nailing wainscot in the ceiling. It was an old movie theater we were restoring, and he is on his tippy toes with the nail gun, nailing the wainscot into the ceiling.
Did you move the scaffolding?
Nope. He nailed his finger to the ceiling on his tippy toes.
Ow. That's not right.
So somebody had to pick him up while somebody else took a hammer and pried his finger down.
No. Poor feller. Oh my goodness.
So we're in this shed this week picking up wainscot. That was a whole different story. And we're getting this wainscot. I'm in the back of the shed, and I feel something. I don't have a hat on. I feel something hitting my hair. And I look up because there was wires hanging down. I figured it was one of the wires that was just hanging down, hitting.
Was it a snake?
No.
Okay.
It was. See, I mean, that chalks it up. There's 4 problems you have with things. Mm-hmm. And you say you don't have problems with many things.
I didn't say I didn't have a whole lot.
Okay. So I keep getting this thing.
There is a list.
It feels like a wire hanging down, hitting me in the head. And so I'm moving my head around.
I ought to throw the light switch on, see what happens.
Moving my body around, and then I feel something hitting my arm right here. And I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can still see. Do you see the red there? And so it's hitting my arm, and I'm like, "What is hitting me?" And it was kind of like the other night. I was up all night worrying about where the sun went, and then in the morning it dawned on me, and it was kind of like that experience. It finally dawned on me instantaneously what was hitting me.
Got stung by a bee.
But it was too late.
Did it get you?
Oh man, it got me. And
you want me to punch it?
No.
It'll take some of that extra sting away.
I came home and
that bruise will absorb it.
I came home.
You sure?
And my wife, I was showing my wife. And
you're blinding me with the white there, son.
And she comes over and she slaps it and says, "Did you get stung right there?"
Yes, St. Heidi! Get her done!
I didn't think it was funny.
I would have peed my pants laughing so hard.
Oh, she's really a saint sometimes. So that, you know what the thing is about that bee? It was angry. It was really angry.
You're destroying his home.
Yeah. So I had somebody else.
We got window peekers again. We changed location. And we have window peekers.
Oh, mercy. You get squirreled by them quite a bit. Do I need to bring Theodore back?
No, and you left him on my kitchen
Theodore.
floor.
Yes.
No.
Yes, right where you walk in the door, you could see him. It was like a surprise. Hello, I'm here to see you.
I didn't walk in through that door first.
So,
when I was in the training for terrorism.
Yeah.
They teach you to be. They teach you to be very observant of your surroundings.
Yeah.
So I walk into the house carrying the bags in from the warehouse.
Yeah.
And I went, corner of my eye, I was like, huh, there's Theodore. I didn't say a word.
You didn't say a word?
Nope.
Your wife's more on eye level with
Because then
him.
I had to bend over and pick him up. He's heavy. I've had a backache for days.
Not from picking Theodore up. So did your wife find him?
The rock show we went to, we had, and it don't sound like a lot, we had 5 steps up, but 2 of the steps were like this long.
Uh-huh.
I have 14 quadruple E feet.
Uh-huh.
So I rolled twice carrying my 143 milk crates and Rubbermaid tubs of rocks up and down the steps.
And they weren't just little rocks.
No, sir.
They were like rocks.
Bigger than that.
Bigger than that.
Big.
Big. Okay.
Big time big.
Okay.
And yeah,
How many did you bring home?
not as many.
Not as many.
Not as many.
Did you leave quite a few there?
New York might sink.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's always good to come home with less than you went.
Yep.
Unless it's a gun show.
Well, I didn't buy nobody out.
Oh, that's good.
I got excavator problems. Gotta go get that fixed.
You might need to see a doctor about that.
No. I had to order parts today.
That's not good.
Nope.
That's really not good.
Boy, those parts are
pricey.
expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Woo.
Yeah, they are. Excavator parts aren't cheap. I got to put tracks in a little mini excavator.
I looked at getting a battery charger today.
Yeah. Yeah.
$641
For a battery charger for that.
battery charger.
Not an alternator,
No,
but a battery charger
battery charger
for that
with a booster.
with a booster.
Yep. So that way, when you're all sweaty,
Uh-huh.
I can hook that up to you.
And I can charge it with my electrifying personality?
No, we just see what you do on film.
Hmm.
You've been wanting to
People-
taser somebody.
people would
so how
pay
we
to
hook
see
you,
that.
we
People-
hook you up to it.
People would pay to see that.
The problem, my luck, it burned the thing up.
It probably
Do
would.
not attempt this at home. We are not licensed professionals.
There was a Super Bowl commercial like 5 years ago about
What's that?
It was like a Mountain Dew commercial.
What's that?
And
Wait a minute. What are you
What?
talking about?
a Super Bowl commercial.
What is that?
What, Super Bowl?
I quit watching.
They're
all overpaid crybabies.
It's those games where they play 7
Yeah.
in a row to see who wins the best out
Okay,
of 7 or whatever.
You're talking about the
So-
Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, Super Bowl commercial.
I
Remember
forgot
that
what we were
Mountain
even
Dew?
talking about.
Mountain Dew commercial. I think it was Mountain Dew or some sort of energy drink, and they needed to jumpstart a vehicle. And the guy came out and hooked jumper cables up to his arms or whatever, and he drank the drink, and then he was able to jumpstart the vehicle.
I don't remember that.
It was like hilarious.
I haven't watched it for years. Probably 7 or 8.
It's not the same one every year.
What
I
is
hate to
going
tell
on?
you.
I quit.
So
I used to spend lots of money on sports games.
yeah, I can imagine.
Went to a lot of games. Don't watch nothing now. You know what I'm missing? Nothing.
That's true. So back to the battery charger. I
Uh-huh.
used to have a really nice battery charger. I finally went out and I bought myself, because I always had to borrow a battery charger. So I bought myself a really nice 2 amp to 50 amp, really nice variable charging battery charger. Really nice. So I didn't have to borrow one.
Yep, I got 2 of them.
And I used it
But
for a
them
year and a
don't work
half or
on
so.
for 24 volt.
No, it won't. No,
Nope.
it won't. You have to hook 2 of them up.
Yep.
And so I had this one,
Uh-huh.
and somebody asked to borrow it.
Okay.
So I let somebody borrow it, because I let people borrow
Did it
things.
blow
I'm
up?
not really that. No. At least I don't think so.
Did it ever come back?
No. I don't remember who I let borrow it. That was the problem. And so
Hey,
I
so
can't
if you
ask.
borrow Shelby's battery charger,
So-
attention, please bring it back. The
It-
boy needs it.
It was really bad because I asked my dad, because I thought, oh, my dad borrowed my battery charger. And he even said, yes, I have it right here. So he brings it over. And I said, that ain't my battery charger. And he said, well, whose is that?
Oh my.
So he doesn't really remember where he got the one he's got, but it ain't the one I got.
So
So
how was your week?
oh, it was good. It was good. We had a big funeral here at Cowboy Church. Went really, really well, as much as a funeral can. And yeah, there were some funny experiences that happened at the funeral. But some
Well, if
stories,
you're involved,
stories you
if
just can't
you're
tell.
involved, would it be normal? Period. I mean, typically,
No.
Let's just have the facts.
No.
Folks. The facts are the facts. If Shelby, Cowboy, Country, Whitney can't drive normal,
Hey! Don't pick on my driving.
you drive like a dog. With your head hanging out the window.
I have never had a recorded accident.
Recorded is the key word there.
But that's the facts, Jack. I've never had a recorded accident.
I don't know if I like sitting.
But some people get terrified riding with me for no reason whatsoever. There's
Yep.
no reason.
Y'all, I can tell you what, he might be a preacher, but you will learn how to pray intensely, modified, extremely fast if you ride with him any distance.
E.M. Bounds wrote a lot of books on prayer, and he said, being in life-threatening situation teaches you a lot about being near to the Lord in your prayer life. Yep.
And your driving does it.
There's always experiences, no matter what you do. And you always look at the positive sides of things, because if God knows
Is that the
your
positive
life,
on that battery charger we're going to hook up to you?
maybe, don't cross us.
Y'all, you know what? If you get enough comments, and I'll sharpen that pencil well on social media. We get enough comments, we'll hook him up to the battery charger.
I've done things like that before.
I know that's why you do it, because you don't want to disappoint your fans.
But a lot of times I've always got somebody else. That's why I hang out with you. I've always got somebody else to do some of these things.
No, sir. I don't do them.
You don't have a pacemaker, do you?
Not yet.
Okay, then you'll be fine.
I didn't qualify this last time.
You might qualify after that.
But I've kept you from having to get one.
A pacemaker?
Yeah.
Why would I need one? My ticker seems to be going just fine. Tick, 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 tick. Yep. My wife was she was actually checking my heart, because I was actually having heart palpitations the other day, and she was checking them with her stethoscope, that listening thing. And it was really funny because the dog didn't know what she was doing, because I was laying on the floor and he came over and barked into it.
That hurt.
She got really mad. But anyway, she was listening. She was like, I can't find your heart in there. And then she put the thing up to my head, and she said, yep, I just hear the clogs going round and round. My wife she loves me so much.
Good job, St. Heidi. And to the white dog.
Yeah, the dog, he's such a sweetheart.
Peed all over my floor.
That happens.
My house smelled like pee when I got home.
Well, that happens. That might be him.
Yeah.
It might be Theodore. Did you check Theodore? I put paper underneath.
No,
Theodore.
but I caught where Theodore was at. I had a good chuckle.
Did you have a good chuckle?
Yeah.
Oh, did it scare your wife?
She would never ever admit to being afraid of anything.
Really?
I don't think so.
Huh?
Most of the time, it's the other way around.
Huh?
I've seen grown men pee their
Cry.
pants being afraid of her.
Well, that happens.
Mainly because maybe she just beat them, or
Well,
she fire hosed them, or
those things
maybe
happen.
chokeholded them until they passed out.
Yeah, those
In her
things
former
happen.
job.
Well, yep.
Me and her have had some odd special jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave it at that. Did you catch that part about training earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Surroundings, folks.
The jobs we have.
Oh, I missed it.
The jobs we have often develop who we are. And create in us the characters that we are. And we're both characters, that's for sure.
Boy, now I would like to think that I'm a refined and defined, smooth turning machine. because I changed gears a couple times in life.
Dude, if we were those hideaway rocks to hide keys in outside people's door, we'd be like the dog turd ones that you have keys in the bottom of them.
No, I would go make mine out of a real rock that was
Just
very
because
valuable.
it's polished, still a turd. A polished turd's still a turd.
Now listen, I just polished some petrified dinosaur poop 2 weeks
yeah,
ago.
it's still a turd.
But
And it still tastes like garbage when you lick it, because I did that.
did you really lick the poop? I'll have to go home and sanitize it all now. Don't want no Shelby things on it. Probably corroded. So, I went to New York. You're home kicking.
Yes. Hey, did you bring me any Zweigel hot dogs? Those are the best hot dogs in the world, and they're only found in New York.
Why didn't you tell me that before I went there? Maybe I wanted to eat one myself.
I got a freezer full of them.
Freezer full.
Yeah, because we brought
You didn't share any with
we
me.
brought like $200 worth back the last time I was in New York.
Okay, that's odd.
They're NFC.
Did you
They're
slice one and put it underneath a micrometer or
No.
what's that thing?
I smoke them in my smoker, and then I put ketchup over them.
I'm sorry about that nastiness you just had to participate in. I will apologize.
I label them NFC in the freezer.
Okay, explain that.
Not for company.
So I'm not company. So where's mine?
Listen, I get them out when my wife's not home.
You do that with the chocolate.
Yeah. Or when she goes to bed, then I come down to get the chocolate. Anyways, you went to New York. How was your trip to New York?
Tiring.
Have any fun experiences in hotels or hotel catch on fire or
Not this
you
time.
go into a hotel room and somebody else has already been moved in there?
Last night.
Last
Did
night?
have that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you'd think since COVID the rooms would be cleaner.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a manager one day
Okay.
of a very not a lower standard motel,
Okay.
complaining about the lack of cleanliness in all the hotels.
His included.
No, her.
Hers included. Hers included.
Well, it was bad. I don't hardly ever complain.
Okay.
When you pull back the
But you
covers
complain about my driving
in
all the
a
time.
pretty expensive motel room,
Yeah.
and there is Doritos in the bed,
Somebody was hungry while they're in bed.
and you go to the toilet and you open up the lid and there's pee in it, and you look in the shower and their old soap is in the shower, I got a little hangry. So I went down and talked politely almost to the manager. And she says, well, sir, this is COVID times. I'm barely able to get anybody to clean part of a room. You need to be thankful that room is open. So, a month later, I'm talking to another manager at breakfast. He comes over. How you doing? Thanks for staying with us. Got any concerns? And I had brought up, I said, you know, since COVID, I said, all the rooms are much more dirtier than they ever were, and they're supposed to be cleaner. And he said, well, it's like this. We can't get anybody at all to clean. And he goes, we're running at about 1/3 capacity at almost any motel. Okay, I get that. But make sure the third you clean is clean.
Oh,
But we
man.
see that a lot. You go to book a room, like you're booking the next to last or last room, and you get there and the parking lot's only half full. And you know, it might be 200 rooms at the motel, but they've only got 40 clean. And that's a lot.
You know, it's
So last night, we go in. Erica goes, hey, I'm rich. I said, why's that? She goes, there's change laying on the middle of the floor. So I walk over and I'm like, yeah, that's money. And I go over to, I touch the cart, you know, and the cart's all sticky. You take your luggage on.
Yeah.
Because everybody's got 30 pounds of hand sanitizer on it.
And you get a little finicky and you
So I
got
go to-
20 pounds on.
We got a suite, so I go to wash my hands at the sink, and the water won't drain. I look down, water drains. I'm like, huh, beer bottle cap. Okay, it's okay. I hear Erica go, "You've got to be kidding me!" I said, "No, no, 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 no." She said, "The bed smells like cologne, real bad." I go in there and I'm like, "Yep, that's cologne." I was like, ah. And we walked in, 4 lights were on. And the temperature was on 60.
They left the lights on for you.
Wrong motel chain.
Yeah. You know, the economy is so bad right now.
How bad is bad, sir?
Motel 6 is no longer leaving
Leave the
lights
light
on for you.
Yep, I hear that.
Yeah.
And Red Roof Inn doesn't have a red roof no more. It's brown.
Yep. Yep.
It's sad.
So,
Hey, we're like way off in left field.
So-
We're almost over this show already.
speaking of hotels, I mean, there's 2 things I want to say in here.
Two things?
The economy.
Y'all keep him account for that. 2 things.
You think that in our economy that is really going bad south very quickly, you think that people would be more thrilled about having jobs. But what I've experienced is people my age are demanding jobs that pay really good as long as they don't have to do anything at all. And
Who wouldn't want that?
well, that'd be really nice, but the truth of that is, you know, the Bible says if you don't work, you don't eat. Bible also says that the sluggard is going to go without a lot. And we live in a world where people are just getting lazier and lazier, and they don't want jobs. Back when I was a kid, I mean, I was thrilled to make anything at anything. Not the way anymore. Not the way anymore. But the other thing with the hotels is, so I'm pretty tight. Have you ever noticed I'm a little tight?
That is beyond an understatement.
Okay, when we
You're
travel,
grossly tight. Grossly.
I walk the parking lots to pick up change.
Yeah.
When we stop at one of those automated toll booths that you drop the change in,
They're getting rid of all of them now, though.
I put the vehicle in park. Even when there's a whole lot of people behind me, I put the vehicle in park and I run around the vehicle and pick up all the change in the ground, pay my toll, and then help pay my gas mileage too. And it works out. I've come out positive on a lot of those tolls. But when we go and stay at hotels, I always love those hotels with furniture, like couches and chairs.
Oh, I won't look at them.
And I tip them
I have
over.
found things that you don't want to find.
Oh, I do too. But I tip them over and get all the
I bet
money
you do.
out. So my brother had never experienced that. And we're out there in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and we're staying at a hotel. And he finds out that that's what I do at hotels. And he was like, dude, are you serious? And he comes up to our hotel room and he's tipping over the furniture and getting all the loose change out of it. So I even taught him something about being tight. And he's pretty tight himself.
I've heard stories.
My dad said him and I both squeak when we walk, and it's like a competition who's tighter and who's not tighter.
I
But,
think he'd win.
Um,
From the stories.
it all depends. It all depends.
You know, that's an undergarment.
That is. I don't need them any as of yet.
You said anymore at first.
Well, you know, when you're a kid, you need them. And you're forced to eat Cheerios you don't want. And then when you get older, you need them again. And you still eat Cheerios because they're good for your heart when you get older. I mean, it's just a vicious circle this world lives in. Ecclesiastes, I've been reading in that, talks about that, how the earth doesn't change, and yet we grow older, and we continually change ourselves.
Then you change your depends.
Well, somebody else is normally doing that for you. Yeah.
It's getting late.
It is getting late. It is getting late. So, but I'm glad that you're back. I'm glad you had a good trip. When are you heading off again? Where are you heading off to this time? California? Like California dreaming? Is that kind of what it is? Before it was eastbound and down, but this week it's. You should ride with me because I sing all those songs.
Tulsa.
Tulsa.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I built some hotels down in Tulsa.
Which ones? I don't want to stay there.
We built some really, really nice hotels in Tulsa. I'm trying to remember where. Downtown Tulsa, there's a shopping mall in the bottom floor, and then the hotel is the 3 stories above that. I remember that. That was one of them we built down there. Real nice hotel. Real nice hotel.
Squirrel.
Well,
quick draw.
Quick draw. So, and you got to tell people, what is this rock here?
It's your rock. I don't know.
I tried to ask you what type of rock it is.
I thought that'd be a great hat for you to slow you down. We'll turn it over, put it on you, and it would be perfect. And that way, if you smash your head into the bees, a board, somebody swings a baseball bat at your head, you're protected at the same time.
My mama had me tested. I didn't have too much ADD when I was younger.
That doctor deserved an F.
Do you think she should have had a second opinion done?
3.
Okay. All right. So you don't know what kind of
you throwed your money away.
You don't know what kind of rock this is.
I'm waiting for you to explain it. It doesn't have chatoyance.
I don't even know how to even pronounce. I don't even know the little chicks in the on the description of how you pronounce it.
Did you just sneeze?
No, those are my symbols for above the little parts of the word that you're supposed to pronounce.
It's getting late.
So this is an Indian mixing bowl.
I knew that.
And
I thought it'd be a good helmet for you, though.
It won't fit my head. I already tried it. And
I can make that fit.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
You don't have your rock tools. But
I
can
can
you
get 'em.
imagine mixing and grinding food up with that?
I'd starve. I wouldn't be able to make it fast enough.
Yeah, it would definitely
Just
be a
saying.
different type of living.
No.
Different time period.
I thank God all the time that I was born in America and at this time in this place.
They ate smaller portions.
1950s would be better.
I mean, I've seen your bowls you eat out at home, they're bigger than that. And
It
this
is.
you were grinding up for the whole family.
It is.
Yeah. Different time period, different
It's
life.
a 4-quart bowl.
It's a 4-quart bowl.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
made
know if
vegetables in it tonight.
I don't know if I'd be
I
proud
made
of
some
that.
vegetables in it tonight.
Vegetables. Is this Meatless Monday? Did you give up meat again?
No.
Because you got really cranky the last time you gave up meat.
Yeah.
And then you
I
ate...
gave up meat for 30 days.
Then you ate 4 pounds of bacon.
No, it wasn't 4.
And then we had to deal with the repercussions of that.
It's 2.5.
Just for yourself.
2.5. No.
And then we had to deal with you afterwards.
Nope. The first meal was with everybody. I still think this would be the good hat.
Then you...
We need to wrap it off because we're at our...
We are. All right. Well...
What?
No,
Wait a minute. You forgot a prop. You knocked up the whole table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, the bee's nest. But that is a whole story from New York. This came from New York on my daughter's lap, full of white-faced hornets who were still alive and pretty angry. This came, and you see, normally you harvest bees nests in the fall time when the leaves are gone, but do you see these leaves were still green when I harvested it, meaning it was still summertime. It was really bright and sunny. And they were white-faced hornets in there, and
One just fell out. Something did. Something fell out.
Yeah.
Shelby lost a brain cell.
Yeah.
You know what I seen in New York? Dead on the road. I was thinking of you. I thought, Lord have mercy. If Shelby was here, he'd stop and have been dinner. I seen a black squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
The ugliest thing I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they're pretty ugly, but they taste good.
It's time to wrap her up.
Yep. All right. Well, this is the Hard Rock and Country Show, or the Country and Hard Rock Show. That's what it is. C comes before H. I learned that in Sesame Street. C comes before H. I don't know what's in between. We don't own the
rights to that.
But I did learn that.
I got in trouble for rights again this week.
Buddy, that's a whole nother show.
I got restricted. I'm on restriction for a week. I didn't even think about it.
With your wife or something else?
No, on which I think Facebook, maybe YouTube. Facebook. Got trouble on Facebook.
Folks, we're going to do an episode.
No, because we'll get kicked off all the channels.
Talk about our rights and talk about
You know they will go.
the lack
They'll
of
delete. It'll be
politically
gone.
correctness with some of that
It'll
stuff.
just be gone. It'll be in the outer spaces of Nowheresville in the internet world.
It's always there.
The
somewhere.
interweb will eat it.
Well, that might be, but I think some people would really appreciate hearing about it. And then at some point in time,
And
I
some
think it'd
people
be
probably
cool.
wouldn't.
Well, they might find it funny.
They'd be doing a wellness check on us because the supreme
Socialist. Yeah, well, that's, yeah. And then I thought about another one. Some people have been asking for us to do more informational,
and shorter videos, and we're like way past.
Instructional videos. So we're going to start doing some instructional videos.
Okay, so instruction this. You put your grains in there. Okay?
Not
Grains.
brains. No.
No. Grains. You take this fine tool and you smack him in his beef steak. Then you come over here and you crunch and crunch and munch and munch. Just saying, that was there's
That
your
was
instruction.
a very lame instructional video.
Hey, I never said I was a teacher.
All right, we're gonna
I might be a leader sometimes.
next time
But
we are doing
teaching?
an
Nah.
instructional video on a practical item in life.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
Do we have to get attorneys involved?
Nope.
You sure?
Pretty
So we
positive.
have a nurse on duty.
Pretty positive. When I looked up, I talked to some of the producers for the Three Stooges and asked them about the legal rights of doing different things, and they said we'd be all fine. Yeah, this will be all covered.
I'm Steve Woodruff.
I'm Shelby Whitney.
We are not at our world headquarters. We are at the Cowboy Country Church in Wayland, Missouri.
Yes.
Thanks for looking. God bless and have a good night.
Don't bring one of these home and give it to your wife as decoration.